Hey everyone, Kathy the Vegan Prepper here, and we are in Memphis, Tennessee right now on a trip across the country to take my son to Washington, D.C. I thought that we were just in this absolutely cute and wonderful little Airbnb. I thought I would just share kind of how I planned our food and what we're doing for food this time around. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Do-do-do, do-do-do, vegan prepper. Do-do-do, do-do-do, vegan prepper. So in here we have our sandwich thins. We were just using kind of, I don't know, just as kind of our bread for the trip. Use those mainly in the morning as toast for, you know, guacamole or whatever. Got fruit, obviously. We just stopped this morning in Walmart gosh, where were we this morning? I forgot. Oklahoma City. Yeah, we were in Oklahoma City this morning. We went to the Walmart a Walmart in Oklahoma City and got a bunch of fruit to sort of restock. And so we have that as well. And so for the trip itself, because it's a really unique trip, we're driving, obviously, right? But we are flying home, so we can't take anything with us unless we're leaving it with my son that we can't also bring back on an airplane. So I think several months ago, I filmed a Goodwill haul. If you guys have been around, you might have seen it, where I scored this cooler backpack for Sage. And so that's her backpack for, preschool, and it's going to be her backpack for school. And so I thought it was so handy because it's a cooler and it'll keep her stuff insulated, but I realized, oh my gosh, we could use that as our cooler. This is another just super handy thing about being vegan is that most of our stuff does not need to be refrigerated. And so basically all that really needs to go into there are like our Ezekiel tortillas, and any like more fragile fruits, berries, things like that. An open thing of soy milk, for instance. But for the most part, all of our food is shelf stable. So that's like a majorly handy thing about being vegan. But yeah, we have little guacamole packs that go in here and stuff too. But this just sort of sits in between seats, and then we just sort of get into it as needed. And yeah, let's go ahead and go see some of the rest of what we got. Oh yeah, and so if I didn't specify, this will become Sage's backpack on the flight home. So it just worked out really well. Here is a box of snacks, just various yummy snacks that we like to have just on the road, because we can't road trip without at least a few kind of chippy snacks. Is our adorable kitchen. I've been really enjoying staying in some Airbnbs because we have a full kitchen. The problem that we actually have is we almost can't stay in hotel rooms. We discovered kind of on our way out, because there are 5 people total, Adam and me and our 3 children, 2 of whom qualify as adults in most hotels. They won't let more than 4 people into a room. So we have to stay in Airbnbs, but it's been working out really well. It's been easy to cook. So I've got a pot over here already boiling. There's some leftover cooked potatoes that I'm going to cook with pasta tonight. And then another bit of simmering water over here. I'm getting ready to kind of put some stuff in there. So obviously we're traveling too with a lot of canned goods, which is just really handy because I don't have a lot of time to stop and make beans every night. So we are definitely utilizing canned beans. So tonight I'm going to throw in cannellini beans. My plan was to basically do 2 cans of beans per meal, and then other cans of various things for flavoring. So tonight it's going to be fire roasted tomatoes. I have pre-made spice packets. So this is like for my pasta sauce that I make. And so that's going to go in with the pasta and some potatoes. We have all that fruit. We've got some cucumbers and veggies in the fridge, which we will eat with our meal tonight. For lunches on the road, we're doing kind of a combo of guacamole packets, but also like 1 can of pinto beans a day, basically refried beans a day. Put onto Ezekiel tortillas is the primary lunch that we've been doing. I'm trying to focus on stuff that's easy, but also really nutritious. And these Ezekiel tortillas are incredibly nutritious. These are just some sort of extra flavoring for our cooking, because I never really know what I'm going to run into. I just brought a few spice packets and then not like a ton of other stuff. I've pre-measured a few bags of pasta that are each 1 pound pre-measured. And then we've also brought quinoa, just again, sort of to maximize that nutrition without having it have to take forever. Quinoa cooks in the same amount of time as white rice. Here is the sauce for the pasta and potatoes. It's looking amazing. It smells even better. And then we just got stuff kind of boiling over here until it cooks. The peels are just coming right off of those potatoes, so we're gonna be picking those out. Hey, so over here, this is basically our breakfast. I decided again, we're just keeping it super simple while we're traveling. We can just have cereal, and we have our soy milk with us, and so that's a good amount of protein. Along with these cereals, you know, they're pretty good. This is more for me because I'm not having added fat right now. This is more for Adam because he's not having added sugar right now. And so we're sort of trying to meet in the middle with our two eating styles. Even though we are all vegan, some of us end up doing different things at times. And so, oh, this bag's empty. So we just have some more of the cans that we have. Some of those, like I said, some of the cans are more for flavor. Some of them are just basic, protein for the meal. And so anyway, that is basically that. So yeah, simple breakfasts, but the boys have been enjoying those sandwich thins with guacamole in the morning as well. And then we have our favorite instant decaf. I know people thumb their noses at instant, but this is genuinely delicious. It's a freeze-dried instant that's just delicious. And so I like to purchase it in these bags because you get a lot more for your money. And yeah, that's the kind that we love to get. And so yeah, we don't really do caffeine. And so we still like to have our coffee in the morning. We haven't grown out of wanting coffee in the morning. We just don't do the caffeine anymore. And here you see in the freezer, basically every night in whatever freezer we're in, none of this is ours. This is just with the house. They're all a little different. We stick our ice packs back in the freezer every night to get us ready for the next day. And then here's what we have in the fridge. And so we've got some more of those guacamole. Just a few of these are left. And so these are just coming in so handy on the trip. A little bit of hummus because, well, obviously hummus, right? You can't be vegans anywhere without hummus. And so some ready sliced cucumbers, a few more cucumbers that we haven't sliced. Actually, we are pretty much out of our veggies. We gotta go get some more veggies. And then here is what we have left of the Ezekiel tortillas. And so like I said, these are pretty wonderful nutritionally. They have a ton in them, so that's why we've been focusing a lot of our lunches on these. And so like just today, pretty much everybody had 2 of these with their chosen filling, and it was great. And so that's kind of what we've been doing every day, bringing our own water. I need to actually restock on water. We had kind of well, to a normal person, it would look like a ridiculous amount of water setting out, but to me, it was not enough. I wanted to have a total of 24 gallons of water when we were setting out, just like 1 gallon per person per day for, anything that might go wrong as we were initially beginning our trip in Arizona and then crossing New Mexico. Thankfully, nothing went wrong, but actually Costco was pretty much out of water. And so we only got to get 12 total gallons of water. And so I need to restock a bit, but I'm not feeling as much of an urgency because we are not in that same climate. And so yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this dinner finished up and get it served. And that is essentially, it's just a very simple, just super simple plan for the food. But it's fine. It's working out really well. It's kind of incredible how satisfying and wonderful some simple food can be. And yeah, we're really enjoying ourselves, enjoying our food, and I will go ahead and show you what our dinner looks like tonight. And then I'm gonna leave you because we're like super busy. So, or not busy, just wanting to hang out and enjoy our evening. And yeah, I think we've got, I don't know how many more stops we have until we hit Washington, D.C. I can't really remember, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be posting this after we get home, of course. And hopefully, again, you sort of enjoyed that little peek into our plans and what we've been doing. And yeah, as always, I hope the rest of your day is good and your life stays wonderful. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you later. Bye. Here we go. It looks amazing and it tastes amazing. And so yeah, I do admit we were using some disposable dishes while we're on the trip. Just, spending a really long time in the car every day. It's not, very fun to be trying to wash dishes at night. And so these are actually left over from my son's graduation party. So we're just sort of getting through the stuff that we had left over from that as well. But anyway, yeah, we are sort of just trying to keep it easy and yummy. And luckily that's pretty easy to do. So yeah, there it is. We're gonna go tuck in and that's it for me.